Welcome to the AFCEA Leadership Forum 5-Question Series. My name is Bev Mowry. I am Vice President of Publications for AFCEA International. I'm talking with Deb Alderson today. She's President of SAIC Defense Solution Group, where she heads up a team of more than 10,000 professionals in the command, control, communications, systems engineering, and integration fields, working within various federal agencies. She's been in the defense industry since 1981, and prior to joining SAIC in 2005, she was president of Antion Corporation Systems Engineering Group. Deb, thank you so much for joining us today to talk to us about your leadership perspective. The first question I have for you is, what are the characteristics in an individual that you think marks them as a potential leader?
When I'm talking to people, I think what stands out to me initially when I'm looking for strong leadership qualities is their recognition of the importance of people and the fact that no one does anything alone. It's a team effort, and in order to really bring a team together and get them motivated to move forward and to lead, which is very important, you have to have an appreciation for the fact that people are different. There are different things that motivate people, and you have to have a passion and a drive to bring out the best in people. That to me is a true difference between a manager and a leader, is that appreciation.
Can you tell me what is the most important skill for a leader to have?
Patience. Patience and passion, I would say the two P's. Patience, because anytime you're dealing with people, you have to have the ability to sit back and listen, to be an active listener, to understand what's important to a person, what motivates them, what pushes their buttons, as we say. How can you get the best out of that person? How can you bring out the best in a person? And that takes time. And it can't be done through emails or phone messages. It really needs to be done one-on-one. And that's where the patience comes in. The passion comes in because you have to enjoy it. You can't pretend to be an active listener. You can't pretend to care. So you really have to have a passion for it. You have to enjoy watching people, developing people, making them feel good about themselves, making them feel like they're contributing. And that again takes a lot of time, where the patience comes in, and you have to enjoy it.
What are the indicators to you that a leadership style is working or failing?
Well, if you're accomplishing your goals is one thing. You want everyone to drive towards a common goal. Let's say in the business I'm in, you want people to drive towards growth. Growth in the business, not for top line or bottom line, but more to create opportunity for the people. So if you're growing, I think it's working. If people want to stay as a part of your team, I think it's working. If you're promoting people within your team, then it's working. If you're promoting people above you and around you, then it's working.
Can you talk a little bit about what you would define as your greatest failure in leadership, and what did you learn from that experience?
I think trying to put square pegs in a round hole, thinking that you had a position or an opening or a vacancy, whatever you want to call it, and you had a person with talent and you thought there was a match. And you put him in that position and you assumed everything was going to work. So early in my career, I didn't have an appreciation for managing expectations. Taking the time to go back and talk to that person, making sure that they understood what was expected of them, making sure I understood what they needed. So there was a case, and I'll never forget it, where I hired a very senior person, really a lot of skills, someone who could really help drive the growth of the organization. He came on board, we had a nice chat, he went into his office. I didn't talk to him for 2 weeks after that. A really, really fatal error on my part. He sat there, he wasn't engaged, he didn't know how he fit in the organization, and ultimately I lost him. So that was a good lesson for me, that it's not just once in a while. This is a full-time job when it comes to engaging people and making them understand what their role is.
Can you name for me some of your heroes and why you would define them as your heroes?
Well, I get asked that question a lot, and I'm proud to say it's my mother. It will always be my mom. I still call her today and ask for her advice. She is Single parent of 3 daughters, a challenge in itself. I'm the oldest, and a widow, and very driven to succeed. Never tolerated the glass ceiling, never thought there were barriers, just speed bumps. Always taught me that if you wanted to do something, you could do it and you should go for it. But most importantly, taught me the basics, and that's to treat people like you would like to be treated. So she is and will always be my hero.
Thank you very much for joining AFCEA and Signal Magazine today for our leadership series. We appreciate your support and good luck with your efforts at SAIC.
Thank you, Bev. Enjoyed it. Thank you.